eat. It's good, Jared. It's good, Jared. It's good, Jared. Good, Jared. before you buy anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first.
Watch this. I can show you how to get the sweetest deals online when you shop from major retailers like Amazon and Target. You can drop prices automatically. I can show you how, but
If you're a fan of OG Call of Duty, then I have some amazing news for you today. Modded Call of Duty on PC is back. You see, last year, unfortunately, Activision sent a cease and desist to SM2 and X Labs, and their projects got fully shut down forever. And this shutdown had a ripple effect, and it caused Momo to also shut down his project, which was the boy client for Black Ops 3. So yeah, we not only lost that amazing project, but we also lost SM2, which was on track to be one of the best modded Call of Duty projects ever, and we lost X Labs, which was hosting, you know, IW4X, IW6X, and S1X, which is the OG Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Ghosts, and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, respectively. As you can see, I'm not clowning around. Even though we've got the clown back on the screen, this is S1X. That's right, boys. Modded Call of Duty on PC is back. This right here is the latest modded client for Call of Duty on PC. It is called Alterware, and it is very new. And if you've been around the channel for a bit, you know that the shutdown last year was crushing to me. It made me so upset, but we have the clients, and modded Call of Duty on PC is back. Now, as you can see on their websites, there's currently less than 100 people playing, which is not too much. Again, this is a new client, but apparently their Discord has over 2,000 people. So the client is brand new. It's just getting started up. To be perfectly honest, I kind of feel like the guinea pig in this situation. Like, I don't necessarily know everything about the clients. There could possibly be some concerns of copying the previous clients, or maybe even some security concerns for the game as well. Again, I am the guinea pig. You don't have to get the client if you don't want to. However, at the end of the video, I will have a full tutorial on how you can get the client up and running and play this. Not gonna lie, I feel like I'm taking a little bit of a risk here because I haven't seen other people talk about this client. At the time of making this video, I haven't seen any videos of people covering the clients, but I hope that by making this video, it will get some more traction and some more awareness, and we can start to fill up these servers and get this more populated again. Now, if you're sitting there wondering, Eric, why are you on Advanced Warfare? Why would you even want to play modded Call of Duty on PC? Well, specifically for the case of Advanced Warfare, there is a big benefit to having this modded client, and I'm going to show you right here. If you go to the Stats tab, you can unlock everything in Advanced Warfare for free. Oops, forgot to mention that. The client is free, and it's also free to unlock everything in the game. Every single item, every variant in Advanced Warfare, and all of the cosmetic items you can just get without having to spend any money. Now, you already know this if you played the S1X mod before it got shut down, but you can also hit max prestige and also get to the highest rank if you want. You can pick any prestige or any rank that you want, to be honest. Now, since this is a brand new client, and I'm not exactly sure how long it could survive for, I just went ahead and made one class that we can goof around with. But let's go ahead and check out the server. Okay, there's less people playing right now. We do have a boots on the ground TDM server on the Kremlin DLC map, though. I hope I can play this. I don't know if I have the DLC installed. I guess I do. Okay, we're gonna play on the Kremlin. This is a beautiful looking map too. Oh, you gotta look out for those mines. Okay, yeah, it's a bot server, so no one's really on Advanced Warfare right now. And this server actually did disable exosuits. We can only just like hop around. Now, from my experience of playing the modded clients, most people find themselves playing the Modern Warfare 2 client, specifically IW4X. That's the one that most people tend to play on. Oh wait, oh, that's right, we have access to more advanced console commands too, I forgot. But yeah, I'm on Advanced Warfare playing against this psychopath, specifically to showcase the fact that you can get all of the DLC items, all of the supply drop stuff for free. When S1X first came out, that was like the biggest W, the biggest win from the client itself. On top of that as well, we do have access to more console commands, so we can customize the game some more. CG_ field of view, we can play at like 120 if we want to. It can get crazy, man. Okay, that might actually be it. Let's join this server though. Maybe we'll fill with other bots. Who knows? Oh, I miss this map so much, man. Urban was one of the best DLC maps we had in Advanced Warfare, and it's just my opinion, but I feel like this is a really good small map that could come back at some point in a Call of Duty game. I thought it played out really well. So let's talk about the Alterware client a little bit more, because I know some of you guys are probably wondering, is this client going to survive? How long is it actually going to be around for? Oh, mama, tasty pump. Wow. That's suggestive. So if we're gonna have a talk about what separates this client from the previous one, which is X Labs, I do kind of feel like we need to go back and talk about the cease and desist from last year. So when Activision first sent out those cease and desists to not just SM2, but also X Labs, there was a little bit of confusion as to why it happened, and obviously we can speculate as much as we want to, but at that point in time, there was a specific update on the SM2 website that was basically saying that they were switching from the original Modern Warfare 2 engine over to the H1 engine, I believe, which is Modern Warfare Remastered's engine. And the team working on SM2 felt really bad because they initially told everyone that was excited for the project that they'd have to own Modern Warfare 2 on Steam in order to play the game. But what was also happening around that time is that they were getting more and more ambitious with the project, and the original Modern Warfare 2 engine was not going to be able to handle everything that they had planned for SM2. And I believe at that point in time, they were implying that you might not need to own the game in order to actually play SM2, which in retrospect was probably a red flag to Activision, which is ultimately why they probably decided to cease and desist the game. And even though there were tons of us, myself included, that wanted to play SM2 and we're still looking forward to the project. Like, I would still be down to play SM2 to this day. That one little slip up unfortunately killed the project, but since we have this back, maybe there's a chance that SM2 could come back. Because even though SM2 and XLabs both got cease and desists, there was still a modded client that was up and running this entire time, which you guys might know as Plutonium. And a lot of us didn't really want to talk about Plutonium because we were afraid that that was going to get shut down as well, but it never did. And now that more time has passed and, you know, I've had more time to think about why this could be the case, I think a lot of it, if not all of it, has to do with the Steam verification checks. And look, man, I'm not the ultimate Call of Duty modded client genius. I don't know everything. I just play and enjoy these and, you know, upload these videos for you guys. But I don't know all of the ins and outs about all of this stuff. But I'm assuming what happened is that SM2 and XLabs were not requiring Steam verification checks, so they didn't actually check to see if you owned a version of the game on Steam when you would go to launch the client. And that is what makes the Ultraware clients different from everything else that we've seen aside from Plutonium. Both Plutonium and Ultraware require you to own a legal copy of the game on Steam. Dude, these bots that are running ExoShield are so evil. I didn't think it was possible to hate bots this much. But yeah, guys, this is some amazing news because not only is this good for the future of this client, which is, you know, just getting up and running, but on top of that, there is a chance that SM2 could come back if they have the Steam verification checks and if they, you know, take some more precautions going forward. Now, I'm not sure if they're able to go by the exact same name or use the same source code or whatever. Like, I don't understand how all that stuff works. If you guys do stick around for the tutorial at the end of the video, you will see that when you launch the game for the first time, it'll say something along the lines of that this is not S1X, it's its own thing. I don't know if that's a joke or a meme or if it actually is different than S1X. And I gotta be perfectly honest, I don't know the exact team that worked on Ultraware. Like, I don't know who made this. All I know is that I love some modded Advanced Warfare on PC, and if I can have that back and play it, I'm gonna do it. Now, even though this is just my first impressions of the client so far, it feels basically the same as S1X, and I know I'm gonna have an absolute blast playing this. And really, all that needs to happen at this point is just spreading the word about the client so that way more people can get on this game and play it. So yeah, if you guys do enjoy this video and you want to see some more modded Call of Duty stuff on PC, and also get this video out there so more people can see this, I would greatly appreciate it if you could like and share this video and spread it around so that way we can get more people on this client. Because look, S1X is one of my favorite clients. I love the fact that we can get access to all the variants and stuff. But right now, it's just a bot fest. I might need to look into joining the Ultraware Discord so I can kind of see like what they're coordinating or what they're up to. But like I said, this client is very new. Not that many people know about it, and we need to get this information out there.
Looks like someone got the party started.
Do you like my new toys?
You better get that ball. It's fast, deadly, and it glows. Did you know who their agent is by any chance? Don't they look stunning? Man, I gotta go call my tailor.
Want to know how I took my business to the next level? It's simple. It's Shopify. Shopify gives you everything you need to turn your fans into customers. I put a lot of love and effort into designing my products, so I appreciate Shopify making it easy for me to design my website to match my brand. Shopify has all the tools in one place to run your business. And they make it super easy to sell where your fans are, so you can focus on what you do best. See for yourself. Start your free Shopify trial today.
Nope.
No way. Okay, that's enough getting clowned on by bots. Let me show you guys how to actually get the client. I have been exo punched way too many times. Oh my god, he just did it too. Okay, so welcome to the tutorial section on how to get the Ultraware client for Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Ghosts, and Advanced Warfare. Fair warning, at the time of recording this section of the video, I am also installing the game, so you guys will be seeing exactly how to get the game working. So step 1, you're going to need to own Modern Warfare 2, Advanced Warfare, or Call of Duty Ghosts, whichever multiplayer game you want to play. You're going to need to own the game on Steam. Hopefully at some point in the video, I mentioned the Steam verification checks, which is required in order to comply and have this client exist. It's the main reason why SM2 and XLabs got shut down last year, but it's also the reason why Plutonium still exists. So hopefully this client will be here to stay for a while.
God, I hope I don't regret saying that.
But yeah, whatever Call of Duty multiplayer you would like to play this client with, you're going to need to own it on Steam, and I would recommend installing the multiplayer and launching the game at least once, and also maybe consider tweaking your settings, which is what I did before starting this tutorial. From here, you need to go to the Ultraware website, which is is where they're hosting the download for the launcher, and they do have a little step-by-step guide. It's pretty straightforward. The way that we're actually going to get this launcher up and running is very similar to how we've done stuff in the past. You can go to their official GitHub page where they're hosting a lot of different downloads and different things like that. It has the link to their Discord, it has the link to their full website, and then it also has the download links to the different launchers. But for the sake of simplicity, if you're just looking for the base launcher, it's going to be this one right here, the alterware-launcher.exe. I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and it's downloading right now. Once you have the launcher in your downloads folder, we need to get this moved into the multiplayer directory for the game on Steam. Pretty straightforward stuff, and I'm going to use Advanced Warfare as an example here. We're going to right click on Advanced Warfare, go to Properties, go on down to Installed Files, and then go to Browse. As you can see here, this is our Advanced Warfare folder, and we're going to be putting the launcher in here with everything else. Just going to go ahead and drag that into the folder, and from here you can just double tap and you can get the launcher going, and there you go. That's the full process. It's pretty straightforward. This little launcher right here looks just like the one that we had with S1X, and it just says S1-mod. Pretty much everything here is exactly the same as it was for S1X. It's just kind of branded, and they have the Steam verification checks, which makes this client way more legit. But yeah, let's go ahead and click on multiplayer because that's what we want to play. You can see right there, it says S1X. S1X is back, dude. Let's go. But yeah, man, we're here back on S1X. Now we should be able to have some of the same kinds of settings that we had before, or at least similar ones. Everything here looks pretty much the same. I think it just copied my settings from the Steam version of the game, so that's pretty good. I don't have to reset up anything, I'm pretty sure. So if we go ahead and click play online, we should be able to use some of the same commands that we could use before. Oh, it says it's not a copy and pasted client. Interesting. Honestly, I don't know if they're being serious or if that's just a meme, but either way, we have it back. Now, as you can see, we're level 1. We don't have anything. But if we click stats, you can just unlock everything in the game, all the loot, all the DLC weapons, all the cosmetics, everything. And you can just go to max prestige and go to max rank if you want to. And just like that, boom, level 50. We got everything in the game. I am literally not exaggerating when I say that S1X is one of the best modded clients ever because there's so many guns that so many people did not get to access. All of those pay for a chance to win advantages are now given to everyone. You just get every gun for free. And it's not just the assault rifles, it's every single weapon in the game, guys. Now, as far as it goes for how alive the mod is, I don't think too many people are aware of this. I don't know if too many people know about this. So let's go ahead and check out the server list. Okay, wow, the servers are actually kind of alive right now. And it's like 1:30 in the morning, so that's amazing. Now, in fairness, at the time of recording this tutorial, I'm going to be getting ready for bed soon. I'm not going to be playing any matches. Hopefully, it's not just too many bots. But that is kind of a big reason why I wanted to have the tutorial at the end of the video. So that way, if you guys are interested and if you want to play this, we can start to fill up the servers and we can get some actual people playing. Hold up, we have to change our operator. Oh, much better. But with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video covering the brand new modded clients Alterware. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want to see some more modded Call of Duty stuff on PC, make sure to drop a like. I'll see you guys later.
I've come.
Opera GX. Trying to play a game while you're watching your favorite YouTuber on the side, and then boom, your game starts lagging because your soy boy web browser is hogging all your resources. I mean, look at this fatty. Everybody point and laugh. Opera GX, however, lets you say, enough. See this magical panel, right? This is where you can limit the amount of CPU or RAM your browser is using, boosting performance, taking your gaming to the next level. If that wasn't enough, they have GX Mods, located right here on your sidebar. If you want to go shopping for all of these delicious mods, you can find a store to do some browsing right here, letting you customize your browser down to the individual cells. You can change all of these things right here. I found this Deep Rock Galactic mod pack that replaces every single keyboard press with a gun sound. So now I always feel like I'm fighting back these glyphids. I also found a way to make it so every time I open a tab, it says
gamer tag from Alton's account. I'm gonna text you it.
It even has sounds for closing tabs.
Even when my thing loads.
You can mix and match all of these mods to create a truly custom experience catered to your needs. So what are you waiting for?
That's me, Colt Sievers, and this is my hero's journey.
We're just stopping the time.
Okay, I'm not the hero of this story. I'm just a stunt guy. Trying to look cool in front of the director of this movie. That's her, who I just so happen to have a major crush on.
We need to clip it so we're fresh.
Cool. Should we make out?
Nope.
Because I don't even. It's not what I'm into right now.
Making out?
Yeah.
What are you into?
Talking.
Yeah.
There's just one little wrinkle.
The star of the movie
Tom Ryder.
is missing. We need you to find him.
Why me?
You're a stuntman. No one's going to notice whether you're here or not. No offense.
I mean, so I'm taking.
Full disclosure, he has fallen in with some shady people.
Just checking in on you.
And they're not going to like you sniffing around.
I'm just a stunt guy. This is insane, man.
We got drugs, bad guys, and murder.
What's an ice cream? Are you saying ice cream or ice cream? Ice cream. Okay, it's just reactive. It's hard. I'm not reporting ice cream. Yes, well, I get that. Okay.
This is an epic story. With cosmic proportions.
Stop! The bad guys are closing, man.
We're gonna hide you.
Nope. We're gonna beat this shit out of them. I never forget a fist. I don't mean it like that.
Nothing like a good twist.
Who doesn't love a twist?
Let's make some trouble.
Get out of my head.
Stay alive.
No matter what. We're gonna beat the shit out of them.
I have a better idea.
You wanna die? Okay. Maniac. Stop it, it's crazy.
We're gonna surround him.
And we beat the shit out of him. One last stunt. Going down in a blaze of glory.
We need a big finale.
How many takes do you have up?
I've got 5 takes.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, though, it's called these Transit Iceberg.
And I'm thinking, why on earth is he doing a whole iceberg on Transit? You know, a map that is considered to be one of the...
Now, why are you doing it on Transit, brother?
And that's one way to look at it. Of course, Transit, it sucks, to be honest. But whilst Transit may be one of the worst maps in Call of Duty Zombies ever, it's also one of the most interesting. And I will almost guarantee that by the end of this iceberg, it will change the way that you look at Transit. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to be...
Rate Transit out of 10, go. Give me a number, go.
Be like one of your favorite maps ever. I'm just saying that you're going to find it to have more substance than you initially thought and a lot more depth. So this is the Call of Duty Zombies.
I love every version of Transit that anybody else has made other than Treyarch. Is that kind of sad? You know?
For Transit Edition.
Transit! Let's go, lads!
Spin-off Iceberg and is part of the main series. I don't know. Here is the iceberg chart. I didn't make this one. This was COD Zombie sub.
This is all for Transit? Oh, heck no, girl. Ted's notepad? What the heck is... Bruh, see, this is what I mean. This is going to be an interesting video. We're going to... Transit Mob of the Dead portal? What's going on in Miami, bruh?
Reddit, by the Reddit user Lucario Project.
Oh, no, Lucario is the Transit legend. This man knows everything about Transit. I don't think there's been one human being that has put more game time into Transit than Lucario Project. This is the man that makes the top 5 fail series as well.
From his weekly
crazy, yes.
This iceberg is bigger than I think any
absolutely insane.
This has 107 entries in it, which makes for a very hefty.
All for Transit?
Maybe some entries taken off because of the fact that they were already covered on previous icebergs. So if you're watching the whole series from the first one to now, there's not going to be two of the same entry coming up. The only reason...
How is the largest iceberg for Call of Duty Zombies on Transit? Please. Somebody give me the information.
If I had wanted to shine more
Give
light
me
on
the
it, or if I wanted
details,
to
man.
rectify an entry that I might have got wrong from one of the previous videos.
Thank you,
And for those
Dozer.
of you returning, here is your timestamp. You know the drill. And in regards to the perk system, you know...
Yes,
that
sir!
thing,
My
I
perk
can
system
say
lovers!
how confident I am in the subject I'm talking about, but there's 5 perks on the screen.
Guys, are you 5 perks out of 5 confident or 1 perk out of 5 confident? Boys?
All
Tell
5
me
are
right
there,
now.
then that means I'm...
Are you Juggernog to stamina up or just
And if there's
Juggernog?
only 1 perk, then it might be a guess,
See?
or there's been no...
It might just be
research
Juggernog.
at all. That
It might just be a wuss.
system in the last iceberg.
0 out of 5
and
confident?
I
Dang,
think that
just
it
like me.
honestly went pretty well. So I'm going to give it a miss because I don't really know if it's 100% needed, and we'll see how it goes. And now for those of you that don't know what an iceberg chart is, although they are a big thing now, and so you probably do know what they are, but if you're sat under your rock, scratch...
I watched a Reddit iceberg that was like 4 hours long. Lads, what is the longest iceberg video you've ever watched? These videos, you can uncover the government's files with these type of long videos, bro. I'm telling you.
In your head in confusion and still
5
listen to me
hours.
go on and on about an
What?
iceberg, then I'll just cut to the chase and explain. So an iceberg chart is a certain way of presenting information surrounding a certain subject, which I know sounds really...
What was the longest one you guys
laid out
watched?
in a way that sparks interest and...
Mine was
usually
Reddit,
about something
right?
you're interested in. These iceberg charts will
Mine,
present
anything
trivia,
government's
theories,
files, bro, for
rabbit
real.
holes, and everything in between
Conspiracy.
about
It's
the
always
subject
conspiracy
based
theories,
on.
man.
It plays on the tip of
Always
the iceberg,
conspiracy
saying,
theories.
where the
That's
tip
why
of the
zombies
iceberg
work so
is a
well for
very
this.
surface level knowledge. But
Yeah.
then the further down we go, the more obscure and strange, less known, or sometimes even more creepy things tend to get. If you haven't watched the other 3 icebergs, I recommend you go do that. And
It's crazy because if you watch all 4 of the icebergs and my reactions, I think for all 4 of them, you will probably have spent a whole day just watching Call of Duty Zombies knowledge. You will have all of the knowledge.
then come back to
You
this
will
video
know
to your
everything.
call. They will be linked in the description. And with all of that out of the way, if you find yourself enjoying this video, be sure to...
One in chat if you've watched all of them. This is the 4th and final one. There's no way there could be more after this, fam. There's no way. This is a 2-hour video.
Into the deep.
Crazy. Deep dark, we're back again. Let's do it, man. I love this map. I was so much of a copium player when I played this. What do we got here? Fridge, Avogadro. Oh, hold up a second. Tombstone. Bus route B at the top. That's kind of crazy. NGT additionally. One in the chat, if you remember NGT Zombies, bro. That was my 14-year-old copium self watching all of his videos, hoping that there was more content than there actually was. How down bad were we? How down bad? Oh, just horrendous.
I don't know if I have to be the guy to tell you this, but Transit is a chunky map. And with big maps, usually there's
How
a mode of
many
transport that comes with it,
NDUs?
so players don't have to just run around like headless chickens, like it's some sort of zombie-themed marathon simulator. And with Transit, the solution to that is the bus. And it comes with Ted as your designated driver. Ted is a robot that has blue eyes, no arms,
That
more
sound
just a
effect.
melted face. He sports a bus driver's outfit with a pin.
Lads, who was Ted originally? Who was he, bro? I don't know, man.
So it's safe to say he is looking drippy. But Ted
Man's
isn't
looking
just some
lit.
mindless robot. He'll actually be nice to you so long as you're nice to him. And when I say being nice to him, I mean not slapping the back of his head whilst he's kindly trying to drive you around Greenwood. If you aggro him enough, his eyes will turn red, he'll turn around to look at you, begin rinsing you, and then kick you off the bus. Because, come on.
Has there ever been a feature like this in any Call of Duty Zombies to date? Like, there's nothing like this on the Origins tank, right?
What were you
It's
expecting
crazy.
to happen after
I
doing
want
that
more of
a few
that.
times?
Bring
Ted
it
is
back.
loved by the zombies community, and
My
rightly
Ted lovers.
so, due to his weirdly on-point charisma for a robot, and really he's good company to have when traveling. Bank. The bank is a
Unpopular opinion, Ted has more of a personality than pretty much all of Black Ops Cold War.
staple of not just Transit, but all
I'll
of
be
the
honest
Victor's
with you.
crew maps.
What happened to
Those
Origins?
being Dire Eyes and
We
Berry.
will never
However, with Transit being the launch map of Black Ops 2, this is where the bank was first introduced. Players can store their hard-earned points in the bank, and this will save the...
I guarantee you, one in the chat, if this is you, I go back to the bank on Xbox 360, it's filled to the brim with points. Maxed out. cash ready to be extracted. One in chat if that's you, boys. That's me.
Points
That
put
is
in until you're ready to withdraw. The neat part is the money you put in the bank will also transfer across the 3 maps. So you could get a ton of points, let's say 10,000 for example.
What's the max
deposited
again?
In the bank in
150K?
transit, go on to buried and then take them out ready to be spent in that match. And yes, it's about as OP as it
250K.
sounds. Fridge. Think of the fridge as the bank, except instead of points you store and transfer, you get to put a weapon in there.
By the way, we will be adding bank and fridge into Die Rise Remastered. Go check out the Twitter sub, subscribe, check out all the features, bro. It's crazy what we're
Maybe
adding.
one or needed. The only exception is you can't put one
Don't
weapons in
put
there.
my
That
boy
would be
Wonder
busted.
Weapon.
But hey, you can take your 10,000 points out of the bank and spam the box for one instead. Avogadro. The Avogadro is a
My boy!
theoretical guy slash man.
I love this thing so much as a kid, it would used to be my gamer tag. Avogadro, but with the AU at the start. Oh my goodness. I think this is probably one of the most iconic zombie bosses in all of Call of Duty Zombies. Like, everybody recognizes this guy. Everybody.
Kind of reminds me of this guy that serves as the boss of Transit.
It's a
He isn't
nervous system.
extremely dangerous or anything.
He's a
and
nervous
it's
system.
More of an inconvenience to you and your squad, and can even be a nuisance if you're playing Transit alone. In which case,
Nervous system when confident system walks in.
I'm sorry you're having to do that. So this guy is all about electricity. He'll stop the bus with an EMP blast mid-journey, leaving you with the fog that rolled in and the zombies and denizens closing. He can also stun shock you, which will slow you down, and his reveal is when you turn on the power and he's formed in the center of the stage.
This is, I think, the best reveal for a zombie boss. One in chat. Like, not even Blood of the Dead Brutus was this cool, where he, like, emerges and he's like, "Rah!" And he's like, and you're just turning on the power, and you're just like, what the heck, man?
And after that point from turning on the power,
He's like,
that's when he'll be roaming around the map. You can
It's
actually
so
go
cool.
a long time without
It
seeing
is
him,
really
so
cool.
That's a relief. And his weakness, his kryptonite that he can be killed with, are the galvanopals, which I always found weird
Electricity.
because that would be like using a flamethrower to put out a fire.
That is very true.
But nonetheless, it gets rid of him for a while. Bus schedules. When you spawn in at the bus depot, those with a keen eye can see a notice board with bus schedules on it.
Those who just don't own a car.
And it displays different times for multiple buses to go to and from the bus station, which not only supports
That's
the
round B,
day-night
baby.
cycle
There it is.
thing from the last
There it
Rise,
is.
but this is also further evidence that the infamous bus route B at one point maybe was something that was meant to be added into the game.
It says no night service on bus route A, boys. But what are we getting on transit? We're getting that daily night service. Okay?
Game.
What's that
Considering
daily?
there are different bus routes being shown, there's a lot more to this, and bus route B in general.
Lads, you guys also realize this map is also what Blackout's map is based off of in Black Ops 2. Like, bus route B would be here, and then Nuketown is here. Nuketown is bus route B, right? Like, the Blackout map is literally this layout.
And so this could be way
New
further down
Hampshire.
the iceberg because it gets pretty deep. From looking at the times of the schedule, it looks as though bus route A is supposed to be during the daytime and bus route B is during nighttime. If you look at bus route A, it says that that is...
Which makes sense, because if they're going to Nuketown for bus route B, I mean, that would take longer, so it'd be like a whole night drive, right? I mean, that makes sense.
nighttime service, which means that the second bus is supposed to operate during nighttime.
12
I would
12
love
a.m.
to
to 2
just
a.m.
sink my
Wow.
teeth into this whole bus route B, bus schedule conspiracy and take the plunge and make a whole video about this, because although this is well known, it goes pretty deep. Deeper than the...
One of the chat, if you saw my bus route B video. This does go deep. And I don't think Treyarch intended it to be this deep.
Most people would initially think, but just from looking at the bus schedules, it seems like there's a day and night bus, a bus route B, and obviously a second bus license plate. The license plate of the transit bus says XP79. At first, I didn't think much of this, as I don't think anyone would, but then I remembered this is COD Zombies, and if you want to find any secrets, you should analyze anything and everything in your field of view. Whether
The funniest part is Blundell, I don't think was even affiliated with this map at all. He probably saw this map and he was like, boys, it's going down. I'm yelling timber!
This was something or not,
He's
added
going
some
down!
into the subject, and in my opinion, much like the bus schedules, this is some low iceberg level stuff. And I'm really surprised it's right.
Yeah, he saw it, he said, boy, we about to sink the ship, bro. He's like, I'll make my own Titanic map myself.
Up here at the tippy top. So
Oh, no, man.
XP79. What does that license
Yeah, what does that
plate-
even mean?
If you search these numbers, you'll be met with a fighter plane that was made around the time of World War II, which was an experimental aircraft. A feature of it includes the pilot having
It's like a freaking UAV, my guy.
to operate this whilst prone, so that they'd be able to withstand more G-force.
What?
Which I can only imagine how silly this would look. Having to...
Bro, that would be horrifying. Imagine lying down and you're operating a whole aircraft.
Fly a plane whilst laying down must look absolutely
That's insane.
ridiculous. I can just imagine it looking like
You're gonna talk about the
10-year-old
Xbox,
me
you
laid
know
down
this.
on my stomach
You know
playing my
this.
3DS. The plane ended up crashing
crazy.
when it was being tested, and the pilot named Harry Crosby died while
Harry Potter?
Now if we cast our minds back to zombies, this should sound a lot like Nocturne Tone. And if that did pop into your head, you wouldn't be wrong for thinking that. All things considered here, we know how Call of Duty Zombies likes to put a morbid or wacky twist on real life historical events. And what unfolded with this plane could be one of those examples. Maybe the Marine that crashed during the Noct intro was trying out the XP-79.
Does anybody know why it's XP-79? I mean, why would they put a plane as a license plate? I just feel like they were joking.
Plane. And
They
in
just
some
be
twist of
joking.
events, he crashed with the plane whilst he was transporting the 115.
We're taking the bus to Nocturne Tone
He was
and
left injured and
for
unable
EXP, for double XP
Zombies
weekends,
hunted
boys.
him down.
Double XP weekends. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, none of this Nocturne Tone.
It's a
Take
theory
them
that
out.
I'm not 100% sure where I really stand with it, but at the end of the day, it is odd that the plate on Ted's bus seems to be referring to this very plane. I mean, thinking
Yeah,
about all
I don't
of
know
that,
why.
there's no way this is just a coincidence.
There's no planes in transit, is there? No.
But we simply don't have a definitive answer. A theory I'm going to propose is that maybe the reference of the XP-79 is just a project name Broken Arrow invented so that they could use it for the license plate. Considering Ted seems to be an experimental robot with multiple prototypes.
Jet gun? Oh, fam, no. But dude, the jet gun does not look like it would have came out of that friggin' small UAV plane. There's no shot.
Blueprints. Having him drive a bus
There's
could
no
be one of those
shot.
experiments, much like the XP-79 was, and Broken Arrow may have drew inspiration from it when making the license plate as both the robot-operated bus and the World War II plane.
Like, look at that thing. There's no... You're telling me that this whole thing is the jet... Honestly, you know what? Maybe now I see it now. Maybe now I see it. Chat, is this the whole jet gun right here? Yeah, that could be it. That could be it, man.
Get that
Or
for
experimental modes of transport. It's a bit more of a broader theory, but I think it makes sense given what we know about zombies now, especially in 2023. And if that sounds complicated, don't blame me, okay? Blame the guy that wrote the script.
Gosh.
Which may have been me. Let's
I thought it was the script of Transit,
move
like
on, shall
the
we?
whole
Bridge.
actual thing.
In your game of Transit,
Bridge.
now that you've been to town and had absolutely no weapons to buy from there, don't worry, we'll get to that soon. You can return to the bus station to do
Town
that
is
cursed
no
bus
wall,
route all over again. The cursed bus route we call Greenwood. On your way back, Ted will
PewDiePie Bridge.
drive over a bridge.
Watch out, guys.
Collapse
PewDiePie Bridge.
due to its
PewDiePie Bridge.
Damage from the events of Moon. And in case you don't remember, let me remind you, it was that event where the whole Earth got blown to smithereens? Yeah, after that. It's an odd...
That caused the PewDiePie Bridge to happen. That's why, boys. This is the result of us blowing up the Earth from the Moon Easter egg.
little
This is the
detail
result.
as the bridge
PewDiePie Bridge.
snaps, and that's kind of it. Was there supposed to be more content there? Considering it's...
Well, so you know what's funny? Verco is actually remaking that bridge as a survival map in Transit, and I have a video up on my channel of that, so you can check it out. But it's cool that he's
Transit,
considering
probably.
doing that.
Remember, Transit is a map that wanted to give us boatloads of content, and we ended up getting only a handful. And what I'm referring to there, we'll get into that in like 2 more entries. Transit the musical. If I said, bro, pass me the aux, you might be hesitant to do that. After all, I've sat and listened to this before, which is very obscure, but it slaps. But if I said, bro, pass me the aux, I'm gonna put Transit the musical on.
One in chat. I mean, this is as iconic, I would say, as the map itself. If you haven't seen this video, have you even been alive at this point, man? This is a hood classic, okay? Everybody knows this one.
You'd hand that shit straight over. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a Call of Duty Zombies parody made by the YouTuber El Pugini, who has made other music parodies, but from what I can tell, people remember him the most for the COD Zombies one.
What a strange time. Imagine this being your claim to fame. That's wild, man. That's wild. Bro, I think his two most popular ones were both Transit and Mob the Dead. Right? And maybe Burieds as well. Burieds was... I don't remember his Die Rise or Origin one. And he did a BO3 one too, but I don't remember any of those.
With the most popular and one of the best ones being Transit the Musical. It's a parody of the will.i.am and Britney Spears song Scream and Shout. It is wild and actually a bop even.
Imagine listening to that song and you're like, let's put this on Transit. Bro, that's hilarious.
And you can bet I remember
That
back
is
in like
hilarious.
2012, 2013, playing Transit. Transit the Musical just came on after I probably got done listening to Fallen Kingdom.
He dead.
And jamming out, having a good time. By all standards, it's a...
Lads, like, thank goodness headphones exist so nobody else can hear this type of music. Thank... Whoever invented headphones, this one's for you right now.
Certified hood classic, and
Yeah,
it's basically
for
the
real.
national anthem of Transit.
Hey, want to listen to some tunes?
Dude, a lot of rap artists as well have made beats
Not
from
yet.
Black Ops 2 Zombies.
About?
Including
Yeah.
21 Savage, including...
Okay.
Didn't Cardi or something make a beat off of the original Damned in BO2? There's a lot of rap artists that have used BO2 Transit as background instrumentals. You know, that's crazy. Me when misinformation, it's not misinformation. You can look it up. There definitely is. What's the 21 Savage song? I'll put it on my Twitter. I don't even know what it's called. But I know a lot of popular rap artists have taken the BO2 music. If you look up 21 Savage BO2, you'll probably find it.
Hardware limitations. I'm a man of my word, so here's what I meant about the whole boatloads of content thing from earlier. Transit was supposed to embrace the scale and technical capabilities of the Xbox 360 and PS3, pushing the consoles to their absolute limits to make an unforgettable zombies experience for us all. And you know what? They actually did make Transit unforgettable, but just not how they intended. A big reason why Transit can feel bland and sometimes unfinished is due to the developers wanting much more content stuffed into this map. But it seems like they must have overestimated the technical capabilities of the consoles at the time. The 360 and PS3 simply couldn't.
Jimmy Zielinski was too ahead of his time. If Jimmy Zielinski was on one of these modern CODs, y'all, we would not be getting poo-poo pee-pee caca maps. I am telling you, this man was so ahead, dude. He wanted to make, lads, like, if you look at the original intention of BO2, he wanted to make the entire game just like the campaign, where you had multiple choices, multiple endings, multiple games. It was just too ahead. He was too genius.
Couldn't handle all the stuff Treyarch wanted to add, and therefore they had to change and remove lots of things and even add.
Amazon is overcharging, but I can show you how to avoid it. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first.
Watch this. I can show you how to get the sweetest deals online when you shop.
Fog covering most of the map.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. He saw the limitations. He's like, I'm going in. He's like, we do not care.
Just so the game wasn't having to load as much stuff in around the outskirts.
That's so wild, though.
So now Transit stands as a prime example of not really testing the waters before swan diving into it. Nav cards. Around Transit and other maps with the Victus crew in, there are these nav cards that can be found which are all part.
Was this cool in hindsight, or was this weird? I remember when this first came out to Transit, everybody was like, what is this little USB? The SD card, where does it go? Where does it go? And everybody was just so, like, into this. It was really cool, and I think this nav card system was why people thought there were so many other little side Easter eggs. But
part of the Easter egg to join up all the radio masts around the map. On Transit, it can be found just outside of the bus station round the back. There's not much else to this entry really, except for the fact that I think you could carry them over, so if you died, you wouldn't lose it when you started.
Yeah, you can't. This would be in your inventory on any Victus map.
Another match, but this only ever seemed to work about 50% of the time. Tunnel and M16. The tunnel is a location that's in between the bus station and the diner. Weirdly, the bus doesn't stop there though, and all the location actually has going for it is a jet gun part, and like the entry implies, an M16 warbike.
This is probably one of my least favorite areas in transit. One in Shad of True. I don't know. I feel like you could take out the tunnel and it would be like completely the same. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. It is cool though. I do have a lot of fun memories in here with like a big group of people, but solo, I feel like this is kind of pointless.
Which is pushing it, by the way. It feels weird to actively yeet yourself off the bus just for the sake of it.
This tunnel, or lads, I'm gonna say this. They made this tunnel area because of The Walking Dead. Like, if you just look at these screenshots, this looks like something out of The Walking Dead Season 1, bro.
M16.
Does
that mean you'd have to leave the bus mid-ride for nothing of much value, really? Then get your face violated by the denizens when you realize you have to run to the diner. I don't know, maybe I'm just a Debbie Downer.
Like, tell me you look at this and you don't think of Walking Dead Season 1, all the cars, like, in the road. You can't freaking drive. It looks the exact same thing.
But it's just an out-of-place place. Tombstone. Arguably the worst.
My boy!
Besides Who's Who. Naturally,
Hey, we're buffing it. We're buffing it, alright? If it's gonna be better on Die Rise, let's relax.
Tombstone can be found in transit. The perk has a
MC
strange
Sports
ability, good on paper, but when you actually realize what the perk...
No! #1 source for Black Ops 2 Zombies. Lads, they did them. They got him, bruh.
Really is, and the fact it takes up a valuable perk slot, it
Matt,
doesn't feel
got you on camera.
worth it. When the player drinks Tombstone, they will drop a gravestone when they die, and when they respawn, they're able to.
Let's
pick
get
it up
some
and
rips and
retrieve
chat,
that
boys.
stuff. Now, if you don't know anything about Tombstone, you might be sat there thinking, that sounds decent, right? Now let's realize 2 flaws of this perk that fundamentally drag it down to the ground. Number 1, when going down, you have the option to skip the bleed out phase and completely game end yourself. Why? There's nothing but give up the chance.
I love that. Like, it's also one of the chat. If you've ever played Transit, you're about to revive someone, they have Tombstone, and they just LTG it, bro. They low tier God, bro. They hit the low tier God. They just removed themselves from the match. Instantly gone. Disappear button.
You're essentially quitting on your team. It's bizarre that such a
It's like the funniest experience on Transit. I miss that so much,
exists
bro.
in a map that is very co-op heavy. And number 2, it only works in co-op. I mean, don't worry, solo players. You can sigh in relief. It's not like you're missing out on much anyway, not being able to get this perk. Treyarch should give Tombstone an actual good use for solo.
Yeah, you know what's funny? There's a perma perk of Tombstone that's better than the whole perk machine. And it works on solo too. I always laugh when I think about that. Like, there's literally a better perma perk than the perk.
Like what they did for Quick Revive. It can be used on both solo and co-op, and both the uses are very valuable. The one thing I'll give Tombstone credit for though, is the fact that it has a great perk jingle.
Hey. Lads, if somebody doesn't play this at my funeral, I don't know. This song will probably be played at both Noah J456's and my funerals, and you know what? I've come to terms with this, and I'm okay with this.
NGT additional Easter egg step.
Here we go!
Here we
go!
The entry implies. I'm going to take a guess and say maybe NGT Zombies made some sort of Easter egg guide for trying.
Oh, he doesn't know! No, okay, I'll explain this. So, NGT Zombies, my little 14-year-old boy heart, was watching this man's channel religiously, hoping for more content to be added. This man would say all of the craziest stuff, bro. There would be like a door handle where you would like ADS and the tower of the light tower would like go fly down and everyone would be like, oh, it's a visual glitch. This is part of the Easter egg. It was completely fake. It could happen in game, but it was literally a bug that Treyarch said. There were so many bugs and you'd be like, go to the diner, whip out the freaking jet gun, shoot it at the light. It changes the color. It changes the color. It's literally just because it's neon. He literally Jimbathied us. Yeah. And we were all hoping for it because we were like, there's no way this is it. That was it, baby.
And
We got got.
when
We
the
got
maps came
got.
out and maybe had unnecessary
We got got.
steps in there that might have bloated the process and weren't
Not unnecessary steps that bloated it. It was more stuff to continue to be like, oh, this has to be there.
actually
you know?
correct. If anyone knows about this, please let me know. As it's
Oh, I
strange
got you. I
that
just
couldn't
explained
find
it.
anything about this, despite it being
He might have taken down those old videos though. We don't know, but I mean, I'll remember them for the rest of my life. Bro.
at the top of the iceberg with a quick Google search. Transit remasters. Transit
Yes,
remasters
sir.
is most likely referring to all of the remasters that Transit has been speculated to have, as well as all of the remakes and remasters that this map is actually getting. Although Transit did fall short of... Let me try that again. Although Transit flopped exponentially, we live in an era of gaming where developers can pull off insane feats that aren't held back by hardware limitation.
That's why I'm shocked it's taken for the community to redo Transit, to be quite honest. Because there's maps like this, like where it's Diner, they take like a little area of it. But for Verco to be the first person to actually fully transfer and make it its own map is kind of crazy. I also still believe that Jason Model's Shadows of Evil is a response to Transit because they're pretty much the same thing. They're just cities in different time eras. So, yeah, very interesting for sure.
As we can see, these huge game worlds that can tell amazing stories with amazing graphics and a sense of scale that is hard to eat.
Open world zombies is a good idea if done correctly. That is why I'm for Outbreak in COD 2024. Future me, please, hopefully tell me I'm right. Tell me they did good things, please.
Please. Sometimes. If Transit was to be remastered, it wouldn't have to succumb to those very limitations that failed the map in the first place. Out of all the Zombies maps that should have a remaster or remake, I think it deserves to be Transit. It deserves that second chance to be made with everything that was supposed to be in it and more.
And it looks like Treyarch is actually putting a big emphasis on larger maps, open world maps, Outbreak, you know, potentially even Chronicles 2 coming, right? So
Transit was allegedly hinted at as an Outbreak map, which would have been so goddamn fun. Could you imagine that?
Yeah,
Sadly, we never got that, but then there were rumours it was coming to Cold War as part of Zombies Chronicles 2.
My thumbnail artist made this thumbnail. This is crazy because he made this thumbnail for a video of mine. And people have literally taken this and decided to make it the official poster image of Chronicles 2. And so, boys, W's in chat for my thumbnail artist. Shout out my boy Synatics. Like, that's impressive, you know? For him to literally, like, chat, it's crazy because whenever I go to Treyarch's tweets, I scroll down and I see this image there. And they're, like, asking for Chronicles 2. And I'm like, woo! Let's go, baby! Honestly, though, my thumbnail artist ate with this. This was such a phenomenal thumb.
Which also never ended up happening.
Kevin Drew replied to it. There you go, bro. Yeah. There you
go. It was speculated for Black Ops 4 as well, but I'm sure you figured it out by now. Nothing happened. How many times do I have to hear? Luckily, though, the community are taking matters into their own hands. With a guy I met...
Supposed to be in BO4, supposed to be Black Ops Cold War, supposed to be in freaking BO3, and now it is going to be in BO3 Customs, right?
Mentioned in the last iceberg, remaking Transit named Virgo. And he's really hard on this, but it looks amazing so far. There's other parts of Green Run that the community have remastered too, such as Farm and Town, which are on the Steam Workshop right now.
Yes, shout out to Zella, the mad lad making Die Rise too.
Buildables. Buildables are an aspect that was introduced in Black Ops 2 Zombies and have carried over ever since. They were
like, chat, what would zombies be without buildables? Buildables are everything. I feel like zombies would be so boring if this idea didn't come in. I think buildables, people don't give it enough credit, but it's one of the best things they ever added into COD Zombies.
Welcome addition, so long as it doesn't get too ridiculous in how many parts there are to be collected. Now, I know everyone just turned their head and looked at Mob of the Dead and Origins, which have an insane amount of parts to collect, and there are other maps out there too, so much so
Black Ops 4
that these maps get called collectathons because there's so much stuff to run around and pick up. But objection, the exception to that is if it's fun to get said parts. Transit, of course, was the first Zombies map to introduce.
Also, I find that, like, if you actually learn, sometimes it's not fun to get the parts, but if you learn how to do it, you can get through it so much faster, right? Like speedrunners. For example, somebody just said, The speed run for Dead of the Night is 25 minutes, yet Milo's guide for Dead of the Night is 40 minutes. There you go. Right? That says it all.
Buildables, and the map has the following things you can get the parts for and build. The turbine, a zombie shield, turret, electric trap, and the map's wonder weapon, the jet gun. Once you collect a part for a certain item, you would then have to put it on the workbench, run to the other part, put that on, and basically repeat this until you finally build whatever mechanism it is you were working on to get the parts.
Has anyone in my chat built the electric trap once? I've built it once in co-op, but I will never build that thing ever again, brother.
Cool. I don't think I need to tell you that after a while, this can get very, very repetitive. So luckily in Black Ops 3, they changed the building system into one that me and I'm sure everyone else much prefers over the Black Ops 2 system, as you only had to go to a workbench once to put all of your parts together, as opposed to Transit and other maps where you had to build something one piece.
One Piece! One Piece mentioned! Hold it! Hold it! Hold it! Did someone say One Piece? Did someone say One Piece? Did someone say One Piece? The One Piece mentioned. One Piece mentioned. Did someone say One Piece? I know someone did, bro. I know someone did.
It's about as tedious as it sounds.
I know someone did. Somebody said, they mentioned One Piece, I'm there, fam. They mentioned One Piece, I'm there. Tip of the iceberg, what is this? Bloodhound? Ah, not the hole. Jimothy's chainsaw! Marlton makes stronger turbine / shield. That's copium. That's Treyarch copium. That's Treyarch trying to give my man all the juice. That's copium. Fake.
Starting around the map, you can see lampposts that at first might seem like nothing out of the ordinary. You don't see me looking at a desk and wondering why it's there. These lampposts, though,
Treyarch got you questioning everything for real.
actually have a hidden use. If you're ever stranded out in the foggy realm of Greenrun and you're near one of these lamps, then let a denizen jump on your face, and once it does, take it over to the lamppost, and once you get close enough, the denizen...
Like, lads, one denizen would make you blind. Am I right? Like, you be coming out of transit with no face left. I mean, how is it that you can handle all those denizens?
We'll start digging beneath it
no
and
eyes.
then open up a portal that when jumped into will take you to any other one of these throughout transit. Although don't expect these to be 100% reliable, as where you end up is all based on RNG.
So it's cool because it was very similar to bringing back the mechanic from 5. However, I do kind of wish it was more like classified with that mechanic where it could kind of show you which lamppost it would be. That would have been really cool.
Sometimes you might spawn at the bus station. Maybe that's where you wanted to be. Maybe you were going to get a turbine or quick revive. But other times, you might end up in the middle of nowhere still, like a sitting duck. Luckily, I know my way around the fog, most of the time anyway. So my advice for anyone who for some reason wants to play transit...
Do you need BO2 to play Plutonium? Yes, and I would highly recommend not torrenting these game files to actually play these games in 2023. And I would highly also recommend playing on Plutonium, because if you don't, bye-bye computer!
...is to learn your way around this fog. It'll save you a lot of time and energy. Dino Roof. The Dino Roof is a secret area in transit, although a very well-known secret area, and the only way you can get up there is by using those little ladders that would usually go inside.
Bro, okay. One in the chat if you've ever played a co-op game and someone put the Galvanuckle ladder on the bus, and then you can't get the Galvanuckles the whole game. Oh my gosh. Actual idiocy. Idiocy, bro. That was the worst thing ever, bro. In public matches, I'm telling y'all that happens every single time, bro. If you do that, what are you doing, fam?
Like the bus. What awaits you at the top of the roof are the legendary Galvanuckles. Other than that, there's nothing else up here, and if anything, this is one of the most dangerous parts of the map. Zombies will flood in really quickly. So really,
yeah, this is honestly probably the fastest spawn area in transit.
It's best to just get the Galvanuckles and peace out before it gets too hectic.
Crazy.
You know, I'll give transit this. It's actually pretty cool that the ladder has multiple uses, and the player has to make a decision on whether they want to fortify the party bus or get the Galvas. If only time bombs were in transit, you'd be able to use the time bombs after getting in the galvanicles, rewind time, keep the galvanicles, reverse the part being put on there, and you'd be able to then put it on top of the bus.
That would be really cool, man. I really like that idea.
You'd be able to have your cake
If only, right?
Bloodhound. Not
Yeah.
this Bloodhound, I'm talking about the one on Ted's hat that says Bloodhound, which is the
Black Ops 2 starting pistol? Confirmed with Black Ops 2 Transit?
bus line. This bus company is never mentioned by Ted, which is really odd considering he clearly has some association with them.
That is
However,
true.
when searching for Bloodhound bus lines, you end up finding Greyhound bus lines, which is one of the most largest
One in the chat if you've ever been on a Greyhound. Oh my goodness, bro. These things still operate where I live in Canada. Bro, like, it's a way to bring you around, man. Everybody
bus
knows Greyhounds.
businesses in America.
Yeah.
It's an extremely small thing, but it's there all the same. Nocturne Toten. So I don't know if
And
you've ever noticed
you.
in zombies, but Nocturne Toten is everywhere. It's on most Treyarch's Call of Duties with zombies. Knocked to Zombies is like what Nuketown is to multiplayer. It's a classic, and
It's honestly insane that the very first Zombies map, I would say, is just as iconic in terms of as similar as to Nuketown. Like, and they struck gold on their first map. I always think that's insane.
is always reappearing.
Crazy.
We had it in World at War where it was first made, COD World at War Mobile, Black Ops 1,
freaking
Black Ops 3, and it appears twice in Cold War Zombies. The first time with the machine, and the second time with the Forsaken arcade machine, which whilst we're on the topic, that is a good side Easter egg.
You see this right here? This is amazing.
I'm gonna say this though, no more Nocturne Totens. Can we all just agree with this? Thank you, Truth, for the tier 2. No more Nocturne Totens.
And of course,
no
as I've not
more
mentioned yet,
Nocturne
because I'll wait
Totens.
until the end, Noct
We've had
does
enough.
appear in Black Ops 2.
We've had
Spoiler
enough.
alert, this is a transit iceberg, and so you probably won't be too surprised when I tell you this is
Like, how have we had more Nocturne Toten and Shinonuma than Darius and Barak? That does not make any sense to me.
the map where Noct appears. With transit's size being so big, there's plenty of details that you might never notice, although this one is fairly well known. Shrouded within the fog and cornfields lies the abandoned Nocturne Toten. All that's really in there though is a jet gun part.
Why did they make it only half of it as well? They took out, like, most of it. I mean, you're gonna put it in, just add the whole thing. I think they didn't want to add the whole thing because they didn't want people training it on. I think that's what it was.
And then a part for the main Easter egg quest. But to even get there, you have to navigate through the cornfields that acts as a kind of natural maze. Which, now that I think about it, if I had £1 for every time a COD Zombies map had a maze in it, I'd have £2. It's not a lot, but it's weird it happened twice.
I thought he was gonna say millions, not.
And in
Got
the
two.
same game. It's one of the creepiest versions of Noct, and I don't want to talk about how cool the atmosphere is, because I should save that for another video. But I do like that they threw it in there, even if I wish it had a bit more going for it in this map. Cabin and the Axe. There is, in fact, another
Yeah, there
hidden
has to be a
location
story
transit
behind
that
this,
clearly
right?
isn't supposed to be found in your first few matches. Much like Nocturne Toten, this is also buried within the fog and can be found when travelling between the power station and town. If you turn right near one of these lampposts, you will stumble upon a damaged, abandoned cabin. There's some lava nearby, and just outside of the cabin there's a log with an axe in it.
Blundell lives here now.
It looks a bit ominous, to be honest, but most likely this is just where the person that lived there would cut their firewood, and overall, the place has a desolate feel to it. I remember people saying,
I mean, what happened in this home?
RCXD detected. Enemy RCXD detected.
headed to the war zone. Get geared up and stand by. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized. Battle Royale. Enemies dropping into the AO. Targets are up. Go take them down. This ain't training camp. It's the Gulag. And you gonna have to fight to earn redeployment. Your fight's over, soldier. Return to base. Gas is inbound. it's time for some target practice. Real thing's coming soon. Enemy soldier incoming. All stations, this is Shadow 01. Deployment to the war zone has been authorized. Lockdown. Your objective is to capture and secure those zones. Get after it. Target area is located. Get those zones secure.
Moving this way.
Understood.
Enemies dropping.
The end of the line.
Zones online. Your squad mates redeploying. You're back on station. Go get after it. Enemies are dropping into the sky.
Hit! Speeding fast here!
We are returning you to the front. Earn this. We control Alpha. The enemy's contesting Alpha. Down to you, soldier. Stay sharp. Zone. We got reinforcements inbound. Hit. We're contesting the zone. You're getting another chance. Make it count. Enemies dropping into the AO. We control Bravo. We hold the zone. Your squad... Zone's updating in 15 seconds. New zone's located. Get them secure. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. New zones will be active soon. Get ready. Your squad mates redeploying. Well done. Zones are active. Enemy soldier incoming.
Spotted a redeployed drone.